What is going on, guys? Welcome to a Call of Duty Black Ops 3 video today on my channel. Now, I know I don't do a lot of videos especially related to Call of Duty, but they have recently announced and give the reveal trailer to Black Ops 3, which will be the next Call of Duty, which is out in November 2015, and I've always been a big fan of Call of Duty, and I decided, I'm going to make a video talking about the good points and the bad points that I believe, in my opinion, are coming in the next Call of Duty. I'm going to be explaining why I think they are good and bad, and also I do want to talk about something also important to everybody that plays Call of Duty from now into the future, because it is something that could completely change the entire game. So first off, I am going to be talking about the good points, and first of all, co-op campaign is going to be coming back. I have no idea why they took this out of the game anyway. A lot of people want to play the campaign together as groups, and ever since World at War there has been no co-op campaign whatsoever. So you could not play with your friends the campaign mode in Modern Warfare 2, in Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops, Black Ops 2, Ghosts, Advanced Warfare. You could not play co-op campaign in any of them, and Treyarch are bringing it back in Black Ops 3, which I think is absolutely amazing. You can either play at home in split screen with some of your friends, or you could play online with some of your friends, and it is co-op 1 to 4 players. So co-op campaign is something I'm definitely looking forward to out of a minority of the things that I've heard so far. There are only a few that I've heard that I've thought, I'm glad this is coming back to the game, or I'm glad this is in the game, because it is absolutely amazing. But co-op campaign is definitely something that I am excited about playing, because whether I like the game or not, or whether the game looks bad or not, I'm a Call of Duty fan, and I will be getting the Call of Duty no matter what, because that is just what I've done for the past, well, since I've got my Xbox. I've got every Call of Duty game apart from the first Black Ops, because I did play that with my friends a lot and I didn't really like it that much, so I decided not to get it. But ever since then I've got every single Call of Duty. So co-op campaign will be coming in Black Ops 3. Now, something new that is going to be coming to Black Ops 3 is you are going to be able to create your own camos or skins for your weapons, which is something very unique and apparently a lot of people have been asking for. Now, this myself is something I'm not too fussed about, but I would put it on the good points because there are a lot of people that have wanted this. So back in Black Ops 2 they created the emblem editor, where you could create your own emblem using different layers. You can do basically that, but you can do it on your weapons, and there are 3 different areas on your weapon where you can do this, and each side can have up to 60 layers, so you can do amazing art on your camos. So if someone picks up your weapon, you're going to know they're using your weapon. It's not just going to be a standard camo that is in the game. You can create your own camo and stand out from the crowd and show off your skills and your artwork. So that's something that I thought would be really a nice feature. Although I'm probably not going to spend hours and hours doing this, it is a nice feature to bring to the game. Now, the next thing I do want to talk about, which is also a good point, is the pick 10 system is back in Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Now, in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare it was a pick 13, but the reason it was pick 13 and not pick 10 is because the score streaks counted towards that pick 13, so you could either have an extra score streak or less score streaks and then go towards more perks or attachments. And also, like I said, we don't know about all the wildcards or anything in the game so far, but you can, I believe, have up to 6 attachments on your weapon, but that is using all your wildcards and you basically can use nothing else. So from having a maximum of 3 attachments, you are now going to be able to have 6 attachments, which will stand out so you know exactly what attachments are on each weapon. But I just thought 6 attachments might be a bit too much, and I highly doubt you're going to see many people with 6 attachments. Like, you're not going to see a fast, well, I guess you could see 6 attachments, but I don't really find it useful. I'd rather have some perks or maybe a grenade or something rather than having an extra attachment. So definitely the pick 10 system is something good, but also it seems like maybe with these attachments some people are going to do stupid things. And anyway, we don't know exactly all about the pick 10 system, but pick 10 system was my favourite creator class in Call of Duty so far in Black Ops 2, because Black Ops 2 was They absolutely nailed that game. That game was amazing. The only downside to Black Ops 2 was the connectivity, and a lot of people DDoS in League play currently now. That is the only things that is annoying with that game. So if they sorted out connectivity for Black Ops 3, and it was very, very similar to Black Ops 2 in the way that competitive is played, then it is going to be an amazing game. Hopefully they will be on dedicated servers, especially on the ranked system, because that is something that is crucial if you want a fair chance of winning. And yeah, I'm just ranting, I'm just rambling on here. The next thing, and is the final thing, and on good points for Black Ops 3, is theatre mode is coming back. Now, we haven't seen theatre mode since Black Ops 2, and I believe it was originally brought in Modern Warfare 3. And ever since Black Ops 2 there has been no theatre mode. And theatre mode is something that is good for competitive players, and also for a lot of people who want to create montages or cool things around the map. So basically, if you don't know what theatre mode is because you haven't played Black Ops 2 or any of the CODs before that, well, it was only Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops 2, if you haven't played any of them, what you could do is, after you've played a game, you could then save that game to like a sort of memory area, and then you can go back and watch that game. You can see any player in that game, where they went. You can see where your kills were, where your deaths were. And the reason this can be useful is because you can fly around the map and create some really cool kind of shots where a camera would be recording montages like trick shots or just some other things like that. And also for the competitive side, they can use theatre mode to get better at the game, because they can know where the grenades are exactly going. They can talk about how they can plan things out better, because if there is no theatre mode, they can't go back and watch their gameplays from any angle that they want, or from the enemy's perspective as well. So that is a really cool feature that I'm looking forward to seeing in Black Ops 3, this theatre mode. Now we are moving on to the bad points, and the first one, which I think is really disheartening, and I'm pretty disappointed with it, but I understand why they are doing it, but I think it is really stupid, is that if you do not have a good enough PC to play Call of Duty, or you don't have an Xbox One or PlayStation 4, and you don't have one of them consoles or PCs up to the standards of playing Call of Duty when Black Ops 3 comes out, you are not going to be able to play this game. That is right. Black Ops 3 is not going to be available on PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. It is a next-gen and PC game only, which I think, yes, it's going to have to come to that eventually, but seeing as the next-gen consoles haven't even been out for 2 years yet, and I would say that not even 50% of people have next-gen consoles, they are losing a huge market, and it's just a really stupid move in my opinion. Now, I can understand why they are doing this, because they don't need to limit themselves to things that can only fit onto Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, but they could create a game for next generation and then downgrade it to the 360 and the PlayStation 3, and maybe remove some game modes in multiplayer. But I just think that, seeing as next gen consoles haven't even been out for 2 years, and it will only be around 2 years when the game comes out, I think it's a little bit too soon to jump to the stage where you're going to only create it on next gen. I think it's missing out a huge market, and there are going to be a ton of people who are going to be disappointed about this, and I just don't think it is right and the right time to do that. Now, the next thing is that the games are just getting too futuristic. A lot of people want a game around Black Ops 2 area or World War II time. We just keep going further and further into the future, and things are just getting less realistic, and it's getting so annoying to just see all these crazy things, because they are going into the future. They are not limited to things that are already available in the world right now, so they can create whatever they want. If they want to create a giant robot, they can do that. If they want to create a giant laser coming down from the sky as a kill streak, they can do that. But I just think that it's not fun to play as when there is all this futuristic stuff. The maps are getting, although the maps are cool with futuristic stuff, it's just got to the point where it's like, yeah, we've had futuristic things now, it's boring, let's go to something else. So either in the Black Ops 2 area or the World War is something that would be nice, because if it is in the World War, they are limited to things they can make, but they can do a ton of fun things with it. Like, for example, World at War, there was the flamethrower. Have you seen a flamethrower since then? No. Why? Because they don't want to put it in, because they are going too far into the future and it just wouldn't work. What do they do instead? Guns that shoot printing or 3D prints, which is absolutely stupid, and I just think it is getting too futuristic, and they need to change direction. They need to go less into the future and I believe more into the past. Now, moving on to movement, which is a huge thing, I just want to confirm that it is not exos that is going to be in Black Ops 3, it is things called thrust jumps and wall sliding. Now, although it is not going to be as serious and as fast paced, as Advanced Warfare, it's just not Call of Duty. Call of Duty is not been known for sliding on walls and being able to jump higher into the air. Like a thrust jump, you can gravel it. It's basically like a jetpack on your back, and you can go up to a certain height. And then after that period of time, you will then drop back down. But I just think that Call of Duty does not need this. Call of Duty has been famous and has been that popular because of how it was before. We've got games like Destiny, and we've got Titanfall, and all these games are just out there, and Call of Duty should not follow that, because Call of Duty has been a lot more popular and famous, and it is so much better than these games. Like Titanfall had double jumps, had sliding across walls. That game became boring, and so many people just stopped playing that game after a week. And now Call of Duty are getting onto this thing. Now, wall sliding can't be done on any particular wall. It can only be done on specific walls. So yes, you can't just do it anywhere, so it's not just going to be like Titanfall. But I just feel like Call of Duty needs to stay on the ground. It needs to be just a normal first-person shooter that stays on the ground, because you get a lot of people saying if you want to play a shooter game, play Counter-Strike. But Counter-Strike is a PC game. I'm a console person. I like having a controller in my hand, and Call of Duty has always been this fast-paced game, and bringing height and verticality into the game is just not Call of Duty, and that, I believe, just needs to change. And also, one thing which is absolutely, I have no idea, right, this is probably the most annoying thing about everything that I've seen so far. You have these characters that have these special weapons and abilities, and going into the futuristic side of things again, someone's arm goes into a gun, which is absolutely stupid, and I just think it is too futuristic. But it has an ability called Glitch, and get this, you can go back in time 3 seconds in multiplayer. So you can run into a room, you can see where they are, or you can get shot at and almost die. You can press both your bumpers together if your ability is charged up, and you can go back 3 seconds. So then you can either call out to your teammates where them enemies are, or you can then run away and not die, and maybe counteract where they was. So in campaign I can understand it, but this in multiplayer is absolutely stupid. It is so stupid. It's like playing a racing game and you're playing multiplayer and you go off the track or you crash into a barrier, and then you just rewind time to where you're not off the track, and then you can not make that mistake. I just think it's absolutely stupid how they have brought this in, and it is just absolutely terrible, especially this itself. I can understand it in campaign, because you want to be able to maybe go back and give yourself a second chance. But when you're playing multiplayer against other people online, and you can go back 3 seconds and they have no idea where you've gone, it's just pushing the limits of Call of Duty a little bit too far. And one of the final things that I do want to talk about is going to be absolutely a massive thing if you play Call of Duty, is that there is going to be a possible contract passed over from Xbox to PlayStation. Now what does this mean? This means that DLC will come first on PlayStation, so that's going to be your zombie map's going to come first on PlayStation, your multiplayer maps will come first on PlayStation, and also I believe that competitive Call of Duty itself will now be played on PlayStation 4s. That is if this is true. Now there are a few reasons why this is possibly true, and that is that Sony have not posted a Call of Duty video on their YouTube channel since Call of Duty Ghosts, and when this reveal for Black Ops 3 came out, they posted it at exactly the same time as Treyarch, whereas Xbox posted it an hour later. So is that showing that PlayStation have the upper hand for Black Ops 3? Also, they didn't mention anything in any trailer about Xbox at all, or PlayStation or PC at all in any of the trailers, where they do usually, I believe, may not be the reveal trailer, it may just be the multiplayer trailer, but they usually mention something about first on Xbox or something like that. But also, there was an image where they was in the Treyarch room and there was a lot of PlayStation 4s. Now this could just be because the PlayStation 4 is the superior console, so they are trying to make sure everything works on that, because if it works on that fluently, then it should work on the Xbox as well. So that may be why all of them were in the room, but like I said, this could be going all over to PlayStation's side. So if a DLC comes out, anyone on Xbox and PC are going to have to wait a month, which I think's wrong. I think it's wrong that Xbox get it first anyway, because of course it is a money there's a lot of money involved, and Call of Duty will earn a lot of money from this. But from a a person that likes to play the game, I don't think it's fair that some people get it on one platform sooner than others, because let's say a new zombie map comes out, everyone's excited, they've seen the trailer, Xbox get it. For example, Black Ops 2, Xbox got that zombie map, and it's like amazing, they're finding all these new things out, and you just have that feeling inside of exploring the map yourself. PC and PlayStation, they have to wait a month. By the time they get the game, Xbox are bored of it, they've seen a lot of videos on the map, they know everything about it, and the hype is all gone. It should be where everybody gets it at the same time, everybody can play it and learn everything about it at the same time, and nobody should get it sooner than others. But that is it for this breakdown of what I think are the good parts and the bad parts about Call of Duty Black Ops 3 so far. Hopefully you did enjoy this video. It's something a little bit different, but like I said, I'm a big Call of Duty fan, so I decided I would make this video about good and bad points. If you did enjoy this video, please leave a like down below, it really helps out my channel. Thank you very much for watching. My name is ZEROxPvZ, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Well done, Sentinel.